Hi everyone, this is Alana Martinez here. That's super excited that we're already in week 16 and the end of the first semester, so only one more semester to go after this week, so that's super exciting. I feel like it went by super fast. I don't know how you guys feel. There was times where maybe it went by slower than other weeks, but for the most part I feel like it went by fast, so that's good. Anyways, nothing too much has changed at my field placement this week. I actually did, however, I guess this is a change, but I did, however, get another group that I'm facilitating. So, all in all, just also as a reminder, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I am doing my field placement at Gateway to Success, which is a behavioral outpatient program that treats people who have domestic violence issues, mental health issues, and substance abuse issues. And they provide group therapy or individual therapy. I've done a few individual therapy sessions, and I believe I touched on that in my last video. And then now I'm doing 3 groups. I do 2 groups on Wednesdays, and now I am doing my new group is a group on Thursdays. The new group is called Helping Women Recover. So that group is primarily for, of course, women and just women who have substance abuse issues. And it's also a good one if they have substance abuse issues as well as traumatic experiences that they've gone through. So I know there's a few in my particular class, they've gone through like domestic violence issues, with their spouse or ex or whatever like that, and it's been traumatic, or just stuff that they've gone through, and other experiences, just traumatic experiences. So it does help. It goes not only into the substance abuse, but we do address other traumatic experiences these women might have had in the past. And so I just started this group. I've actually sat in it a lot before, most Thursdays, but the clinician who was doing it, she's now doing DUI education groups on Thursdays. So that's why they asked me to do this one, and especially since it's a one that I'm familiar with, it's not one that's kind of that I feel like out of my league. I feel like I can handle this one. It is a little difficult doing 3 since I'm only there, 18 hours a week, but I don't think it's nothing that I can handle. Sometimes I get a little bit behind on my documentation, but I usually get caught up there pretty quick. So, and I do have individuals on my caseload as well, and I have to do monthly reports for them, and I also have to do monthly reports for those people in my group. So it could get towards the end of the month when the monthly reports are due. That's when it gets a little bit hectic. But anyways, going back to the Helping Women Recover group, there's just a book that we kind of follow, just talking about the different areas of substance abuse. But I really like that book because not only does it address substance abuse, like I said before, it addresses other things. So, for instance, there's a few sessions on one module is called Self, and the sessions within that module is self-esteem and stuff like that, which I definitely think, a lot of women can really improve on. Self-care, there's the recovery scale that we talk about in one session, just to make sure everyone's doing the self-care that they need. This actual last session, last Thursday, I was going to do a different session, but then I ended up doing the session on self-care and the recovery scale, just because at the beginning of each group, and all the clinicians usually do this at Gateway, we have them check in and just kind of state how their week is going, if they're experiencing anything stressful, if they're experiencing something that they're excited for, or just anything that's going on that they want to talk about and share with the group. And just a lot of the women, they were just saying they're working and doing this. And, everyone that goes to our agency, they are pretty busy people because a lot of them do work. And then a lot of them are on probation or parole. So they do have to go see their probation and parole. And they also have to come in and do UAs. And they just have to do an array of things, and some of them have several groups that they have to attend, or some individual sessions as well as a group session weekly. So that can be a lot. And so I was just preaching last session, basically self-care is super important. There were some women, we went through the recovery scale, they're like, oh wow, I don't do as much self-care as I should. So mostly I go by the book in that class, but if there's something that I feel like needs to be addressed, I will kind of switch it around, kind of like how I did last session, and talk about self-care, talk about a subject that I think that, the women need to kind of learn a little bit more about. So that's honestly all that's going on right now. I hope you guys have a good week, and I don't have really any questions. Maybe one question would be, is there like certain topics that would be good for women who have engaged in substance abuse or have had like traumatic experiences? If there's any topics or types of activities you guys would maybe like recommend or something like that. And then, so that's it. That's my question for the week. And then I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye. Oh my gosh, sorry.